Muhammad Abbas walks out to the middle, and he'll face up to the end of Marco Janssen's over. Yeah, applauded and patted on the back as he goes in. Saud Shakil played well. Right here. You gotta love it. This crowd has been brilliant. Absolutely loving every bit. Worth the wait, post the rain, the action on the field after they'd had to entertain themselves before. Close one.
That lady was appealing from 700 yards. Popped up in the air. Zosi at short leg has been outstanding. Slipped.
Nicely bowled. Wicket maiden for Marco Jansen. 236 for 9.
बैंक अल्फा की न्यू अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, अल्फा करने का नाम है। डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप।
Yeah, I mean, muted celebrations, but what a knock. Really did give Pakistan a lot of hope, but they're still in it. 146 run lead. If they can add 20 to this, could be interesting. Right, fly slip is in position. 2 slips and a gully. Bosch is back in.
You're just thinking back to first innings, when South Africa were in a position where Bosch had 4 for, and Patterson already had 5 for, and Bavuma just continued with the pair. Whilst we kind of stood up here and thought, hold on, if you want wickets, if you could choose, who are the 2 bowlers you'd bowl? You want to try and finish things off as soon as possible. Off the edge. He moves smartly in the gully. Marco Jansen unable to keep a hold of that one though.
Would have been an absolute specky from Marco Jansen. He's a tall man. To get down that low that quickly. He got a good piece of it. Oh, those are the ones that usually do stick, Pom. He did well to get a pull on it. Good bowling from Corbin Bosch, getting on to rise again. That's a good effort.
Very tough in the gully. He'll expect himself to have taken it, to go from up to down, and he'll say that because he's left-handed, it probably is to his stronger side. You have to judge the distance and also the trajectory, and he just looked like he went a little bit too far actually. Young Morris up here saying, what are you talking about? It's easy in there. I think he was on debut in Cape Town, England, was it, Morris? Yes, it was, and he took 2 catches. So I think 1 to the left and 1 to the right.
I still didn't want to go fetch the ball, Pom. The ball fell into the boundary quite often that day, so you know, I was told early on by Neil McKenzie, you dive, you don't have to go fetch the ball. That one stuck that day, so I'm not going to claim it, but lazy for me again.
With him in the gully, Jansen, you probably need just 1 slip because of his levers. I mean, he covers a space of about 2 slip fielders.
I'll tell you what, you put Carl Verreynne and Temba Bavuma on top of each other, it'll be a good contest to see who would be the tallest. He's a big lad, is Marco Jansen. Covers a lot of ground, a big wingspan.
One of the great nicknames was Half a Man. Do you know who that was? I'll wait. I'll tell you. 236 for 9.
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
49 without loss, and then 49 for 1, and then at 72 and 3. And it happens that way here at Supersport Park. Someone gets in and they bat for a little bit. So 70 and 74, 2 and 3. Then there's a partnership. And you go to 153, and then 4 down. And then 172 and 176, 5 and 6. So that's 3 in quick succession. And it's happened again. 208 for 6. And then for 7. And then 209 for 8 and 236 for 9. So very much the way that you don't want it to happen as you're in the change room trying to construct your innings.
I think the pattern of follow wickets is pretty similar to South Africa's, except that the tail wagged beautifully. So the last 2 wickets produced over 100 runs for South Africa, and that was a killer blow. Otherwise, they were 8 down for less than 200 at one stage, and then things went out of hand for Pakistan.
Yeah, and you take away those, what was it, 88, I think it was, at the back end. Yeah, look at that, 213 for 8. Yeah, the difference is a lot, because I don't know, you want to halve it, you want to put a quarter of those runs in there from 8 down all the way to 301, whatever, just make sure you blow away the tail. If you do, and they score what, 30 runs,
seems to be hitting the mark more regularly. Pace, various lengths, control, bouncer followed by Yorker length deliveries. Three bouncers or 2 bouncers, and then that attempted yours into the stumps. He's had a 7-wicket season, hasn't he? 7 against Sri Lanka, and looking for the 7th here.
another one past the outside edge. 59 overs bowled, it's 236 for 9.
अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
हमदर्द जुशांदा का 1 पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ी कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशांदा।
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
It's turned into a lovely day. despite it being rainy at the start. And South African fans with much to celebrate, even joining in the peals from the boundary. Another one past the outside edge. 15 balls this final pair have survived, yet to get off the mark as a pair.
Amazing how the energy comes back to you when you're bowling to the tail. And there's attack now from both ends, Bosch and Jansen.
Yeah, needs must.
So much cricket going around, white ball cricket, T20, ODI cricket. You get the vibe, you get the crowd coming in, you get the energy. But there's nothing quite like a test match. It's got a completely different feel. When you walk into the stadium, there's a vibe around. There's almost like a buzz. And with the crowd that have come in at Supersport Park this week so far, almost brings you back to those old days where the crowd were pouring in to watch test match cricket, and very well supported here at Supersport Park, but nothing quite like it.
Also just the emotion of the crowd. At different times, different things happen. When the partnership was on between Saad Shakeel and Ahmed Jamal, you just felt a sort of collective sigh as they recognized that this position is particularly precarious, because Jamal came in and he started to play some nice shots, even though he was happy to leave outside off. And Saad Shakeel is going really well. Off the edge, catch is taken. Bosch finishes it off. A really good catch by Markram at second slip going to his left. Pakistan all out for 237.
का निशाना, पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना, जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro.
Food Panda.
बैंक अल्फा की न्यू अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, अल्फा करने का नाम है। डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप।
Tall fast bowler, an extra tall fast bowler on a surface like this, because it wasn't the sideways movement that did the job for him, it was the awkward bounce and putting that seed of doubt in batsman's mind. So terrific work in the end by South Africa, because Pakistan were threatening to get this to 200. But they have runs on the board, so it ain't over yet. And I think that is what Shan Masood would be telling his troops, his mates, that look, we've got to give it all. So consider this as a T20 battle and get everything out there for the next hour or so.